of three series, the quarterfinals of Bengal server, and that is going to be between Team IGN on the blue side and on the red side we have Team Zohunt. So with me, myself, I am Itami, and I'm joined by my caster, none other than Sarah. So hello, Sarah.
Hello, thank you for the introduction, Itami. And yes, we are back with a very much awaited game that is between IGN and Zohunt, two of the very best teams coming in from the side of Bengal server and all of Northeast states, especially. And in this game, we would be seeing some very original names like Witch, Anti Mage, Respect, Kimi going up against the one of the best junglers in India like Loopsy guys and EXP laners Dusty Mizo. So it is going to be a very head to head battle.
Definitely, and I'm quite hyped up for this match. And the bans are quite regular. The Khalid getting banned out as the first ban, and there are other options too, like the chip and even the Suyo. There are plenty options actually onto the meta. So I would say Team IGN actually like picking up the Suyo if it is not banned. Though, so maybe they might not prioritize banning the Suyo from themselves. They might leave it open for Aaron to actually get it, but we are yet to see the ban coming up from which. So he most probably, instead of a respect ban, he might go for the traditional ban, like the expected meta ban. And yep, that is going to be the Ling. Loopsy guys is quite comfortable with the Ling, so they have decided to ban it for now.
Definitely. And IGN here, I think they would have to let Aaron prioritize his comfort picks on the jungle, such as maybe the Joy or even the Alice, as we have seen him play in previous games. Alice, especially, she has been in the meta for quite some time now, and with a healer like Matilda, she becomes quite unstoppable once she gains up her items. But Team Zohunt here, they also need to let Lubzi play on his comfort, which can be pretty much any jungle hero at this point. But then again, assassins are his main, so Team IGN would be looking for those bans, especially the Fanny or even the Hayabusa towards the uh, second phase of the draft. And here Zohan, though, we would be seeing them ban out the second phase of like the last ban for the first phase. They could ban out another mage, ban out on that Aurora to take it out of which hero pool, but instead they did ban out on the Suyo, which I do think is justified considering Aaron as well as Respect, both of them are very good on that hero. But this does leave Team IGM to pick up that Matilda, who has been being picked up in every single match we have seen so far, or banned out, Itami.
Definitely. And yesterday also we saw Kimi onto that Matilda, and he was able to utilize it really well. And the first pick, they got the first pick, and trading it for the Matilda for the Harith as well as the next hero coming up might be quite worth it. Because the Alpha is still open, they can go for a beefy type of a jungler such as the Alpha, the Barats, the Bane. There are plenty options. But yesterday, what I saw was Respect actually, not Respect. I guess it was no, no, it was Respect actually who went on with the Ling as well as the Matilla combo, which was quite unexpected, but it kind of favored IGN still. So from the side of Team Johant, they are going with the Edith as well as the Harith, and I guess which will be relying to his comfort pick, that is the Valentina, and he is, like, we have seen him play the Valentina so many times, and as I expected, a beefy kind of jungler. Respect will be locking in at Alpha, and I guess Valentina or the maybe the Eve also might be coming up from which.
Exactly so, and definitely not surprised with those picks considering they are going to send Respect in the jungle position for the side of Team IGN, and Aaron, the creator, would be going in towards the gold lane, which we did see in the previous best of three. It was a lower brackets game against Team T3, where T3 did manage to win out on the first game of that best of three, and IGN wanted to make a comeback from the second game onwards. And ever since, Respect has been on the jungle. But then again, Loopsy guys will be locking in onto that Nolan, which here might be a bit of a dicey pick considering Alpha is tanky. Valentina has some dashes to help her escape, and even the Matilda will have the Flask of Oasis passive after she picks that item. up. But then again, it's all up to execution and how farm Loopsy guys will be with his items, and with especially with some anti-heal, it would be perfect to bait out those flickers and purifiers from the side of Team IGN. Coming back towards the second ban phase though, the side of Team Zohunt, they already have three of their very comfort picks, which is Prime on the Harriet, Dusty Mizo on that Edith, and Loopsy on the Nolan. So Team IGN, they would have to prioritize those comfort picks for Family Problem and for a million days very carefully if they want to win out the draft. Otherwise, things would get more and more difficult for them.
Yep, and the Sicilian ban is also quite valid, I would say, considering how well he is doing onto this meta. After he gets his stacks and his core items like the glowing one, the clock of destiny, and the wishing lantern, etc., he is able to like capitalize as well as contribute so much onto the team fight. So a Sicilian ban is quite valid. And from the side of Team Zohan, they are yet to be picking up their mid laners. So yep, that Sicilian is quite expected. Meanwhile, from the side of Team IGN, the rumor, not the rumor actually, it's the gold laner and the EXP laner to be picked. So maybe an EXP ban might come up, the Ruby might be there, but okay, that is going to be the high loss. The roamer, he is quite of a flex spec. He can be played onto the room as well as the EXP, but I guess anti might have been gone to the EXP high loss, so they have just decided to ban it, followed by the Aurora ban.
Exactly so, and with that, the banning phase would be complete by both of these teams. We did predict on that Aurora ban earlier on, and it was carried out by Team IGN. So now Aaron would have to look for a proper gold laner. They could pick up on the Nathan, but then again, that would be too much of magic damage coming in from their sides. So they would go ahead for a probable different goal laner. Even the Ruby could be picked up if they want a meatball kind of comp, but no, he would be going in for a Claude or a Moscow, I believe, because those two picks, they generally work out against a Harith or Nathan towards the mid to late once they farm up on their core items. For the side of Zohunt, though, they do need a proper front line. They do need to pick up on a proper Roma, I think, though Dusty Mizo, since Dusty Mizo will be moving in towards the EXP and family problem here, would be looking to create a lot of problems in this game. If he picks up on a Kofra or a setup kind of Roma, or then again, he could go skip everything and pick up on a Jawhead even or a Grok to make those plays with the wild charge or even those ejector plays coming in from the Jawhead. Don't you think so, Tami?
That might be the case, but okay, it is going to be actually going to be a roam Chow from the side of Team Zohan. So, you know, uh, Chow is also quite of a flex pick right now. Like mostly before, he was completely removed from the EXP scene onto the tournaments, but recently he has made up his comeback. I am seeing tank build Chow with a EXP, like going to the EXP with the tank build and make those plays with those way of the dragons or the Shunpo as well as those kicks. But anyways, we are going on to the game. This is going to be the quarterfinals between team IGN and Zohan. IGN on the blue side and team Zohan on the red side. So I guess without any further ado, we will be heading the loading onto the loading screen and soon onto the land of dawn.
Absolutely, Tami. The match is all set, and we can see a very golden kind of draft coming in from the side of IGN in terms of skins. But skins do not really matter in a tournament. It is all about the skills which you can show to our viewers. And with that, everyone, we are here into the land of dawn, and both of these teams would be looking for redemption. Zoned and IGN have a long history of going against each other, and both are here out for blood. Family problem here already providing a lot of vision to the side of Team Zohan by rotating right into the enemy's jungle. Vivitch and for a million days gonna brawl it out in the mid lane while Vexana is trying to poke out Vivitch as much as possible. Moving towards the goal lane, it is going to be a simple matter of last hitting those minions until and unless the team comes for backup. So that's a very neutral lane at the moment. Towards EXP, the early game would be won out by Anti with that Terizla, but once Rusty Mizo picks up on his core items, which is the Thunderbird and the Starlium skit, things would start to look a bit different. Coming back to the mid lane, it is still very neutral fights being taken, just simple pokes and skirmishes here and there, Itami.
Yep, and we might see a gang coming up to the EXP lane. There was some initiation, but the Terizla will be actually forced to use out his flicker, and that is quite of a quite a trade of a resource because Terizla he mostly relies with the penalty zone flicker combos, and it will be taken down for the next 120 seconds. But the turtle is about to spawn, and respect is already level 4. So is Luxi guys onto that Nolan. So both of these teams will be contesting the turtle. Meanwhile, onto the mid side.
We can see the engage coming in, but it would just be another one of those neutral pole games as both of those teams would disengage as the first turtle is going to be up in just 5 seconds. And with that, both of the roamers would be looking to get their level 4s as fast as possible before the turtle is contested by either of them. But moving towards the EXP, the Eternal Lord has been used up by Vexana, but the Primal Wrath coming in. Rusty Mizo with an engage, but will be the taken down. Penalties on connecting onto Family Problem. Anti with the outplay right under the tier 1 turret. What a play coming in by IGN right before the first turtle, and now it would be easily secured by respect. Retribution should not be a problem unless Loopsy guys makes a sneaky play coming out there. But with Vivich and Kimi present, I don't think it would be that much of an issue. And exactly so, Family Guy looking for family problem, looking for a kick, but then again, they would just be disengaging because the first turtle advantage goes towards the side of Team IGN.
Yep, and by far, in terms of the objectives, IGN are already leading the game considering it has only been 3 minutes and they got the 1K goal lead for now. And they are, if they are able to maintain this momentum, then definitely it would be favorable more to them. Meanwhile, onto the gold lane, Harith might try to gank up onto Aaron, but Aaron is knowing like the jungler is missing. Lupsi is just waiting for him onto the bush if there is an engage, but onto the mid side which getting that kill onto that Vexana, really good follow up coming up, and that is like the game is looking quite favorable for the side of Team IGN by far, Sarah.
Absolutely so. And now Team IGN, they actually seem to be dominating in the early game of this match. Loopsy guys would be using that fracture to clear out the minions. Otherwise, the gold plate would have been taken down by Aaron and Respect. And even the retribution was baited out to clear up the last cannon minion in that wave. But then again, the side of Team Dohan, they have the possibility of doing a comeback towards the late game if Harrod gets enough farm, especially after getting up his Holy Crystal. So it would be a matter of time to see on which team makes a mistake or throws this game in the other team's favor. And with that, both of these teams will be waiting for the next turtle to spawn up. But the side of Team Zohanto, they seem to be looking for a possible engage on towards the bot side. Anti, aware of the situation, will just be recalling back to base.
Yep, and I guess this turtle will also be quite favorable for the side of Team IGN because of the way are playing, it is looking quite favorable for them. Meanwhile, family problem might be okay. He was on a bit of a trouble there, but he will be able to escape for now. Respect has already started the turtle. Meanwhile, Lubzi is on to the red buff, trying to get some vision onto their family problem. Is actually trying to get some vision. Johan, they are aware, like IGN is aware of that, and there is a really good follow up onto Simizo. But this time, Lupsi will be able to get it, and there comes another team fight.
Penalty zone and the turn lot connecting. Good setup by Anti-Mage right there. But Vexana with the outplay into that team fight. The advantage completely stolen away by Vexana and Loopsy. Like, Respect started the fight on to Edith Dusty Mizo, that is in the mid river area, but that is where a lot of resources were used away, and the side of Team Zohan managed to turn the tide of that team fight in their favor. While both of these goal laners actually sneaked out the tier ones in their respective lanes, had it in the top, Moscow in the bot, and with that, it would be a pretty even fight for the goal lead. It seems to be going that of in favor of Team Zohan. So we could say that that turtle brawl wasn't exactly favorable for the side of Team IGN.
Definitely. Not did they lost the turtle, but lost the resources too, as well as the goal lead. And IGN were actually quite leading the game until that turtle fight happened, and they lost the members out there. So they need to be a bit aware of where they are going to be engaging like that, because engages like that, if they are were to lose their members like that, then definitely Zohan is looking one of the teams that is more capitalizing onto those mistakes coming up from the side of Team IGN.
Exactly, so Team Zohan seems to be very focused during the objectives. They did skip out on the first turtle, but the second one, they contested it and they actually turned the tides in their favor. So, either of these teams, and look at
Oh,
that, another kick coming on towards Andy, but a smart flicker coming in, which would save him from imminent death, which he could have faced if the kick actually worked out in their favor. And even respect here, he managed to run away from the Cho. Family problem here is actually creating so many problems for the side of Team Zohunt. Sorry, not Zohunt, IGN, because his engages, they're actually near perfect. Look at that. He's actually kicking Respect out so well, and the damage output from Prime is actually just enough to melt down his HP that he had to use up his ultimate to retreat instead of initiate a team fight.
yep, and family problem is actually creating problem as you mentioned, Sarah, and their circling eagle might be used as a Matilda, another initiation coming up.
And that penalty zone landing onto four people in the middle of nowhere. The Flask of Oasis saving Anti-Mage and taking down Family Problem in the middle of all of it. But Loopy guys will be the one securing the retribution. Dusty Mees will be the double kill onto which as well as Respect. That wasn't the best of situations for the side of Team IGN, because even though they won out the initiation of that team fight, it was Team Zohunt who took down the advantage after securing that turtle, which gave them an extra shield to survive the damage output of the side of Team IGN.
Yep, definitely. And onto the early phases, it was IGN who were leading onto the turtle fights as well as the gold lead. But it is right now, it is Johan with the one tower advantage as well as the gold lead being favorable to them with over 2 to 3K actually. And in terms of the objective as well as the map control, I guess Team Zohan having the better map control compared to Team IGN. Aaron might be taken down, but he will just be forced to retreat. There are actually three members waiting onto him, so he won't be able to save his tier 2 tower on the bot side.
Exactly, and the turret would be going down in favor of Team Zohan. Kimi, he is providing as much vision as he can, but then again, he is a Matilda, and a Matilda can only do so much during providing the vision phase of the lanings. Because then again, in the team fights, yes, he would save out his teammates with the shield and the flask of oasis as well as the favor blessing on his roam. But during the rest of the match, it isn't exactly going to work out because that Joe, he can go in with his Chikwandu but and then come out again just like that. He is a tanky front laner, which Mathilda isn't, and that is where the draft seems to be working out for the side of Team Zohunt.
Definitely. And this Chow is actually creating so much of a vision as well as some trouble for the side of Team IG, and the circling eagle coming up from the Matilla onto Prime, followed by the penalty zone.
And that would be another engage coming in by both of those teams, from which either of them will just decide to back up. Respect, aware of Loops' positioning inside that bush, would be looking to disengage. Family problem chasing after Anti, but no, nothing going to be sacrificed by either of the teams in this situation, at least for now. But the blue buff is going to be up. Which team do you think is going to actually secure the buff? Because Team Zohunt, they are ready, they are looking for the engage, but no, they'll just be backing off because Respect does have the retribution and he will be saving it for the Lord.
Yep, and I think if one of the teams were to contest it, and I think that Zohan might have the upper hand on the Lord, but it looked like Team IGN will be the one starting the Lord. The circling eagle might come up, but no initiation by far. They are trying to. Both of the teams are aware of each other's capabilities, so they are not over initiating any team fight. The Lord, both of the teams are eager to take the Lord, but it's not gonna be as worth it as losing one member. They are aware of it. That is why they are not over initiating any team fight. Aaron should be playing it a bit safe. Their family problem is actually getting some vision onto that onto that mid side. So both of the teams for now they are not contesting the Lord, but they are they are playing a really safe game, I would say, for now.
Exactly so, and Team IGN needs to let Aaron farm up, needs to let the Moskov get his items, and if we could show up the items to the viewers, Aaron does have three of his core items, so his damage output should be nearly equivalent to that of Harith. In terms of what, but look at that Joe, he's with that engage. The penalty zone landing onto four of them, but no, Loopsy guys manages to secure the kill onto Anti. Aaron cooking something. Aaron will be managing to get a kill in that team fight, but Team Zohunt is winning it out. Loopsy with those engages. Respect trying to steal away the Lord with some retribution as Aaron is will be the one dealing some damage to it. But no, why the team is going to disengage because they did lose two of their members each.
Yep, and I guess it would be better for the side of Team IGN as well if they not contest the Lordcast. The bad positioning, Aaron will be taken down and he will be punished for that overextension right there.
Exactly so, Itami. Aaron should not have gone out front. He is only a goal laner with that purify spell. He does not even have a flicker to escape away, and Loopsy is on a Nolan, and the
Oh my
damage
god.
coming out. Loopsy, guys, and for a million days with that play in the mid lane, Kimmy will be taken out. The Lord free and open, anti dealing quite some damage. Team IGN looking for a possible steal, but will they be able to go in? No. Prime with the damage and the Eternal Lord being used up. That annoying Vixana will not be allowing IGN to make a play, at least for the first Lord of this game. Team IGN really needs to refocus their strategies.
Yeah, and the Lord was also like Lord also went for the side of Team Zohunt. Another initiation might come of the way of the dragon being used on to respect, and respect
And
is actually
again,
taken
of
down.
course, respect goes down to the hands of Loopsy, guys. Things are not looking especially good for the side of Team IGN. They have lost their early game potential. And Loopsy, guys, once again, looking for an engage. The fracture will not be hitting anyone in this situation. But Team Zohunt is zoning out so well. Look at Vixana,
Oh
three
wow.
man coming in from her. And with that, Team Hygiene will be resting on the back foot at the moment. Kemi, he has to force out his Purify, but Anti with the penalty zone on to two of them, but no, not enough. Aaron caught in a bad position and will be chunked out just like that. But lethal ignition, not lethal ignition, but the damage from Mixana's passive as well as the Lord is enough to take down which as well right inside the base. Team IGN looking quite on the back foot. Team Zoanta looking for the end. Double spear. But
Oh
the
my
Panther
god.
from Loopsy, guys. Monster kill secure as well as the base crystal. Team Zohan takes away the first victory in this best of three.
Man, that burst at the end from Lupsi guys, as well as that Vexana combo. This combo was one of the things that IGN should definitely watch out for because the horrify that Vexana was causing was was making Lupsi guys to make those kind of plays. The burst damage coming up from that Nolan too was able to get down not only the roamer, not only the mid laner and the gold laner, but also to Kimi. He had the flask of the Oasis as well as some the dominant size, but still he was not able to sustain that damage. So, on to the next team, they need to be aware of that. Team IGN needs to be a bit aware of what Team Zohan, Team Comp is capable of.
Exactly. So, and even looking at the itemizations from the side of Team IGN, Respect did pick up on the Sky Piercer, but considering they were lacking behind on farm, he should have gone in for the Brute Force first itself instead of the Sky Piercer because since there wasn't enough damage to take down the side of members of Team Zohunt, and with that, we will be completing game in just 2 minutes with game number 2. So do not go anywhere because Team IGN they need a comeback while needs one more game to secure a spot in the semi-finals. Stay tuned. Good evening once again, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second game between Zohunt and IGN. And this will be a match point for the side of Team Zohunt in the best of three. They just need to secure one more game for a spot in the semi-finals of the Bengal pool. But if Team IGN manages to get a comeback, we would be seeing game number three very easily. And with that, this will be me, your caster Sarah, alongside none other than the very cute Asuya. Asuya, please carry the stage.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, everyone. And thank you for that introduction, Sarah. Um, and you were also very cute, not gonna lie. And I am a fan of your voice. So, well, not wasting any time, Sarah. The bands, let's just go ahead with them. And we do see those standard bands incoming with our chip. Do you think, Sarah, will it be some respect bands from the previous game, or will there be only those, meta bands which are there right now?
I do think it is going to be the meta bans coming in by either of these teams because they are very good teams as we have seen in many tournaments so far, and they already respect each other enough such that they know what the other team is going to be pick up. And honestly, for these kind of teams, whichever hero you ban, it's kind of a respect ban, honestly speaking. With that, we do see Team IGN banning out on that Phobius. So now Team Zohunt, they will be looking for another one of those Jukshin bans. Just ban out on the annoying picks like the maybe the Edith, maybe even the Terizla, which Anti did show in the previous game was absolutely a massacre during the team fights, even though the side of IGN was losing. But then they ban out on the Fanny. So you were right about the fact that the respect ban is going to be coming in towards, in fact, none other than respect.
Well, yes, because his Fanny is really great, but at the same time, we do see since the side of Zohan has the first pick right now, they might be even leaving that one spot for one hero so that they can pick it up. Maybe they leave a Khalid open so that they get it. Maybe they leave something which is really OP. What do you think, Sarah?
Definitely, I do think it is a possibility that the Jukshin is taken out, that even the Aurora might be taken out because we have seen which play out those heroes so well in the previous games as well. They did come back up to the upper bracket because they did lose out in the previous games. So this would be very interesting to watch on how Team IGN decides to play out this game. But oh, we did forget out on the Sandman, and Khalid has been banned out by the side of IGN, which I do think is very justified, even though Dusty Mizo is actually very good with it. But to complete the ban phase of IGN, it is obviously going to be the Jukshin once again.
Well, really great bands coming from both the teams right now. And since both of them are really great, but at the same time, oh, just look at that Prime going in with Harriet as the first pick right there, Sarah.
Yes, I would agree with Prime picking up the Harriet because there's a saying among the fans of Sohunt and literally a lot of people in the Northeast community that do not give Prime his Harriet. It's such a hero and he is so good on it that you can't just catch him and burst him out, and that is how well he is on that hero. So we would have to see how Team IGN decides to answer this. But respect, he is also one of his comfort picks at the moment, which is going to be the link in the jungle for the side of Team IGN. So definitely, Team IGN is also looking for a proper strategy in this game.
Well, yes, absolutely. They might go in for an Angela or a Matilda, and look at that Kimmy going for a Matilda. It will be a really great game, Sarah, because Kimmy or the Matilda will be doing great. But at the same time, I think they kind of, I was thinking that Zohan might go in for a Matilda because they did get that Harriet. So, for instance, IGN taking that Matilda, a really, really great pick if you ask me.
Exactly, Mathilda is definitely one of Kimmy's comfort picks. But then again, Loopsy guys, would he lock in onto that Nolan once again, or would he go in for Hayabusa, which I don't think he will, considering against a Mathilda, Hayabusa is technically not that efficient. Dusty Mizo, though, he does have the option of picking up on the Edith once more, and that is exactly what he is going to do, I believe. But for a million days, swapping out that Angela instantly, which is going to be an Angela mid lane. which I think is very, very efficient, especially with the Harrit on the goal lane. It is going to give him a lot of sustain during the team fights because they Team IG and they can't just dive in onto Prime and burst him out. The hard guard will always be available to save him.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what I was, kind of meaning when I said that either the Angela or the Matilda are the two best supports right now for the teams. And yes, both of them are just taken away. But at the same time, Dusty Mizo will be doing a great job trying to hold down respect because Lang is a hero with a lot of mobility, and you actually need someone to pin him down, especially when it's respect. He will be creating a lot of chaos onto the battlefield. So they might be going in for a hero who can lock them down, but Dusty Mizo can also do that job. He if he times it all right. But just look at Weewitch. Witch will be taking that Aurora, another great pick if you ask me, because she can shut down that offensive coming from the side of Edith. Because when she uses her ultimate, she can just freeze her up, and then there you go, no damage dealt from her side.
Exactly. So the Aurora pick is very good here. It's considering, especially if she can land out those treasure delicious in the team fight. For a million days, Dusty Mizo Prime, they're all going to have to scatter around a lot and they wouldn't be able to focus their damage onto one person. But then again, IGN does ban out on the Alpha, and once again, Hylos being banned out by the side of Team Zohunt. Those are very standard bans, but Team IGN, will they ban out on the Nolan as well and take it away from Loopsy's hero pool? I do want to see that kind of a situation happen because I want to see what Loopsy actually plays after that hero has been banned out for him. But no, instead they ban out on the Alice who could go in for the jungle as well. So that's a good decision coming in by them once again. And now Lubzi, he might be looking to ban out on an EXP laner or even a gold laner for the side of Team IG, and they might even ban out on a Lunox, considering Aaron might just pick it up in the gold lane.
Yes, absolutely. Because Lunox will be really good when it, trying to counter that Harriet because she does counter him pretty well. At the same time, banning that Alice is another great decision from the side of IGN because 4 million Danes on that Angela will be, that combo between Angela and Alice is kind of really great because Alice is kind of weak when it comes to the early game. She needs that support when she tries to dive in. So yeah, panning out Alice, great option right there. But now, what do you think? Wait, will we see a Ruby on Aaron? Yes, he does picks it up, Sarah.
That is an interesting pick, especially against Prime and Dusty Mizo. Team IGN at the moment, they do lack range, if you know what I mean, because Prime, he has that distance. Dusty Mizo, especially in the Primal Wrath, he has that distance and he can actually melt Ruby based on how much HP she has. And once again, Loopsy would be locking in onto his Nolan. So that is just going to be a go in, dive, burst them out, and come out kind of a situation. Even family problem on that Hilda is going to keep irritating them every now and then. There's only one team I have seen so far, which is going to be Daku Sena, who have won against Zohunt on a Hilda Angela comp. So this is going to be a very, very interesting match to see. Even Anti isn't a proper frontline hero at the moment because CC, sure, she can sustain, especially with that vengeance, but it is only in the mid to late game. So Team IGN here, they have to play it very, very safe. And with that, we would be moving towards the loading phase, and we will be joined by none other than Peachy, everyone's favorite. Peachy, take the stage, and I will be taking my leave. We'll see you guys later. But Peachy and Asuya, take the stage.
Well,
Thank you,
Pichi,
Sarah, for that one. Thank you, Sarah, for that wonderful introduction. And I let Asia take it over.
well, both the teams are looking really great as we move on to the land of dawn, ladies and gentlemen. We really want to know that which team do you prefer? Write down your guesses and tell us that which team do you want to see them winning? Which team has the better draft? But then, if you ask me, just look at that family just doing what she is great at. She will be forcing Link to use that retribution. Respect is already on his low health, but Hilda will just be there in the bushes because she can heal up. Meanwhile,
Oh, it's done wrong. So again from Hilda again.
I think PG is having some network issues, but just look at that. CC is pretty strong when it comes to the early game because she has already kind of melted down half of the HP bar from the edit. Edit will be, kind of looking to be level 4, but just look at that first blood taken by Witch onto that Hilda. I guess she was kind of overextending, but she did her job well. She did, delay the farm, but it will be a double kill for Aurora once more. And Lucy going in, taking that blue buff, but it is an overextension because he will also be taken down. Oh my god, Peachy.
Oh, unfortunately, Hilda went down. Looks like Team IG and they have that absolute domination into their hand. IG already is just 1 minute late. Looks very good, but again, they gave away that Matilda, but will it really win it? Looks like the Indians coming in.
Well, well, Peachy. Internet is kind of acting right now, but then again, just look at Hilda. She is still there, right there. On to respects jungle. She just doesn't want him to farm. He is always on low HP. He needs 3 or 4 people to defend him right there. And Aurora also joining in, but problem will just be using his speed up and running away. Loopsy, meanwhile, already level 4. Respect us has his blue buff, and as the first turtle spawns, I think there will be a team fight right on the track. And if you see, guys, Million Days already level 4, so as soon as the fight begins, there will be the hard guard coming onto the Lonan. But we do see Auntie already onto the turtle, which with his ambush, Kimi giving that vision which is required. Just the poking game going on right now. Peachy, are you there?
Hello, hello. Is it better now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, we are finally back in the game. The frigid glacier coming up. Look at that either trying to take a lot of damage, but no, the link pops up as a tempest of blade. But the Hilda have that Angela combination that is quite strong, Asaya.
Well, yes, absolutely. And just look at family problem. He's definitely creating problem for those Link. And look at Loops, already securing that buff. Hilda will be sacrificed in the process, but that doesn't matter. They just want to shut respect down right now, PJ.
Oh, they are they were trying their best, trying to get the Nolan to farm up, but looks like Nolan is still on 0-1-1. Now they are still into the early game. Looks like Loopsy guys finally gets that kill. Link taken down. Now the Nolan has the option to snowball. He got that in his hands right now. But the top lane, the skirmish is still on. Looks like the frigid glacier would be going into the waste.
Well, also the Zaman Force was deployed by Prime, but he just had to retreat away as 3 people. But Kimi has been stunned. The Circling Eagle coming in, but it will be a kill secured by Family Problem, definitely creating this problem. Look at that, he's again towards that red buff, trying to take down Respect. Respect has been forced to retreat to his base, but look at the board lane, an over engage coming from the side of Aiden. Anti will be taking that kill right now. Oh my god, Zohan on a fire right now, Pichi.
That's true. That's true. 3 kills already secured, and I do believe so that the Hilda is the number one counter for that link. Whenever there's a Hilda, you know that she is going to come in your buffs to invade, and the link getting poked out very easily as well. So you know that the link is trying to survive the set, but not able to do so. Like already, look at that Hilda trying to go again. She is between two members of IG, and will she be able to get a hit? Looks like she would be taken down, though the frigid glacier already there. Hilda still running away, but she runs away successfully.
She is that chunky in the early game, but it is going in for the CC. The Purify has been used up, but she will be just empty. Will be getting that airborne. 2 people onto her, along with the hard guard from the Angela onto Matilda. A really devastating combo right there. Respect with his blue buff just still there, looking for an opportunity. He will be forced once again by Matilda. So I think, guys, this is a free turtle for the side of Zohan yet, who once again he doesn't even need any support because Hilda is there to zone out everyone from the side. But just look at that once again in the top lane, Prime getting ganged up by Kimi as well as Creator. But the Salmon Force has been used up just to clear that lane, just to secure that life he has right now.
Oh my god, that was a very good zoning coming in from Hilda, though. That respect getting zoned out, plus he's not able to take it. Look at Hilda yet again onto the face of Ling, but Ling was forced to pop out his uh, Tempest of Blade, trying to survive it. This out, he will be surviving this out, but again, his team members have joined him, and Hilda taken down into the hands of respect. But the Loopsy guys as well, he was able to pop off another member of IGN.
Well, yes, and I do see his prime travel force hasn't popped up, but again, it will just be used to clear those minions out. But at the same time, Hilda doing an amazing job. The first tier turret from the bot lane also taken away since Edith has to just go and help Link, help Respect right now, PG. What, what can I say? Zohan just, especially that Hilda, just taking that game away because denying Respect that farm is a really, really great strategy to win this game.
That is true. That is true. But again, the skirmish into the mid lane. Look at that. The earthquake shatter coming into the play along with that frigid glacier. Angela would be the one taking away the kill. That the tempest of blade already there, but it does not connect. There, no knock up so far. But the Edith looking very low in that team fight. But she still survives it out against all odds. With that, the inhibitors, the neutral objectives that the teams were looking for will be taken down.
Oh my god, PG 7 minutes into the game, 7 kills, but just look at that macro gameplay coming from the side of Zohunt right now. So many turrets, and just look at that Hilda once again. Respect, respect. Oh my god, the poor boy all alone between three people. He will be looking to escape. He does successfully, but just look at the circling eagle coming in once more. Hilda looking in a bad shape. She will be taken down by which. But the problems she is creating, her name suits her, PG.
That is true. That is true. She is hunting down every single members of Team IG, and but especially that Ling. Every single time she knew that the Ling's buffs were up, Ling is taking the buff. He is, a family problem is already there. But again, to bot lane, look at that. The 1-2v1 situation into the hands of Ling. He will be safe for now. It was quite right that he knew that he had to get out of the situation. Will had it be taken off, the Zaman force coming into the play along with that the frigid glacier will be taken down. Looks like Anti was the one able to pop it had its life right there. Now team IGN, they have that domination back to themselves.
Well, yes, because I do see them taking that blue buff right now. Just teamies are trying to look for an opportunity along with family problem. But I think the blue buff will be secure. But just look at the other side. Loopsy trying to invade the other side, but at the same time, look at that Hilda once again going in. Andy following her behind. Million Days strike through. But just look at her Edith has been taken down with an assault between four members. Andy finally taking that kill onto the annoying family problem, and Million Days along with Prime are the only ones remaining right now. And I think the first theater will be taken down. But look at Loopsy trying to just go on from the side, taking Arkimi down. Respect again in low health. So, what do you think, PC? Do we see a 180-degree turn right now?
Oh, highly possible, because this is just the Moba Legends 5v5. Now, looking at the items now, the Ruby has gone in for an tanky, not a tanky, but a whole attack. The Sea Halberd looking fine as well. Not a Dom Eyes, I'm surprised, because most of the Ruby players that I have seen so far go or tend to opt for a dominance Eyes rather than a Sea Halberd. But again, she is going to get a lot of attack from that, which is quite good. But the Harrod, though, the corrosion site, sorry, not the corrosion site, but the Starlium site, along with that Feather of Heaven already built, he is going getting scarier minute by minute.
Well, yes, absolutely, because it is one of the signature heroes of Prime. He just a bit more, and he will be wreaking havoc onto the land of Dawn. But look at Dusty Mizoyan and really low HP. 7 Force has been popped up. The hard guard onto Prime. He will be leaving behind his ultimate. But just look at Hilda trying to dish out some damage right there. And the freeze and the poke coming from Aurora has started to hurt right now because she already has the anti heal, the glowing warn, and the early game advantage which Zohunt had right now, it is kind of falling as the mid lane, mid game approaches, and most of the members on the side of IGN have already gone in for that anti heal. But look at that freeze coming from the Aurora. The flicker has been wasted away to just escape, and I think they will be going in for the Lord now, PJ.
Oh, I do believe that Asian could really pop up this lord. They have that advantage. They got that river control as well. But again, that Hilda right into their behind, always trying to get a poke on. But Hilda, she is quite annoying. She has to be taken off. But Angela Hardcut might be coming in. Not yet. Not yet. Ling looking very low. He pops off. He pops off the map, trying to get away. For now, he is away. But he has to come contest the turtle very soon. There we go. A lot of damage there. Looks like CC was able to get that Hilda. Now this is like a 4v5 situation that you guys are looking at. Loopsy guys gets a engage right there, the window of opportunity right there, but the link, okay, unstoppable picked up by Loopsy guys. You will be shut down right there, but the habit on the other hand taking quite a lot of hit, giving off a lot of hit as well. And there we go, the wipe out there.
Well, Peachy, Hilda did a great job with trying to zone out that Link from the team fight, but it kind of happened to be a double-edged sword because when the Link, he escaped, he healed up, he came back when he had the opportunity to kill those 1 HP members, and yes, it was kind of a wipeout now from the side of Zohan as they were peeled down one by one. At the same time, I really think so that, when the Zaman force has been popped up by Prime, there is not enough burst damage, not enough follow up coming from the other side because they're just getting CC'd, or it's just not enough. The amount of heals and shields that Matilda is providing is insane right now.
They should really ban up the Matilda. That she is quite annoying. She's coming up the meta yet again, which is quite surprising to me as well. A lot of people are favoring that, but top lane, look at the Harriet in trouble. Harriet pops up his own force, trying to get a escape right there. He escaped successfully with that hard guard. Now the hard guard being used up. Hilda won't be having it up for a few seconds though.
Yes, that was quite a waste of resource as the Lord marching down from the bot lane. Loopsy guys trying to defend it solo. Kimi and the rest of the team will just be following up, but just look at those folks coming from the side of which he's definitely a crucial part in this team fight. But just look at that Hilda once again trying to zone out, trying to just move away all the people right there, and the Lord has already been taken down. And I think they will be able to defend it because this was the first Lord after all.
No, I do believe so because look at that. The I am offended connecting. What a beautiful I am offended. But looks like no one is dying right there. No victims yet, but the turret has been taken out. The main important turret, the inhibitor turret that you're talking about. Maybe another inhibitor will be popped off very soon. But again, Hilda on the chase.
Well, yes, Peachy, I think finally are able to reverse the damage which was given to them by, family problem in the early game because look at our Link. He already has Blade of Despair, two of his crit items, and he has started to hurt right now. Especially, I'm really loving how Anti is trying to zone out that Hilda right now because he does have his equipments on with him, especially which, again with the freeze, look at that. But instead, it will be the damage be taken down. At the same time, I do see that Zaman Force popped in along with that hard guard onto the Prime. Prime trying to dish out some damage, but the people from the IGN will just be retreating as Anti is already down, taken down by that Nolan.
Oh, that's true. So yeah, what a team fight coming in. But Loopsy guys, though the 0 to 1 trade, pretty good. Now they know that they have to capitalize a lot of turrets. It is not into their favor. 7 turrets already down onto the side of Team Zohan. Also the inhibitor down, so they need someone constantly on that bot lane to keep the minions checked. But again, it looks like Team Zohan, they are looking for some skirmish, maybe to try to see if they can catch up the mage. If they can catch up the Aurora, will they be successful though? Because they are in the bush, they're waiting. The trigger discipline though.
Well, yes, I believe, Peachy, that taking down Witch is the most important, most crucial part in this team fight because the amount of CC and the amount of damage she is dealing right now is completely insane. And she's one of those people who is zoning them down. At the same time, from the side of Zohan, now we are in the 15 minutes of the game, PG. They do not have enough burst potential because they do have Angela as the mid laner. They do not have that one CC mate, so their early game advantage has kind of gone right now. So they really need to take down Witch before they even go into those team fights.
That is true. But again, talking about Team Zohan, they need to take down the Angela. Quite annoying with the heals, quite annoying with the shield as well. They know that Angela is the one. trying to provide a lot of sustain as well. Now the Lord is up, the Lord dance is there. Both the teams trying to get the control of the river. Will they be successful? Because Team IG and they are pushing it out. They are trying to find that the circling eagle coming onto the play as well onto that Hilda. The possession is out, but Hilda goes in directly. Primal Fuad coming in as well. The respect will be able to capitalize a kill along with that Ruby. Oh, double kill picked up by
Oh,
Link. There we go. But the Lord was picked up by Harriet. No way. Ain't no way Johan does that. They do not walk. Oh wait, they all died though.
Oh,
The minions are still working in. The minions are coming though. Are they
well,
in
I
trouble?
I think they are in trouble, PG, because the Dusty Mizo in 12 seconds, 10 seconds remaining, but it will be a complete lockdown onto the base. So I think the second match will be taken up by IG. And just look at those shields on Kimmy, PG. I think those shields and those heals were kind of most annoying part because they will be securing this victory.
That is true. And there we go. Looks like Team IGN wins up the second game. With that, CC picks up the MVP as well.
Well, first she was of course, a really great matchup against the Mizo because she was dominating that lane. At the same time, when she got all of her equipments, like at least half of them, especially that Sea Halberd, she went after Family Problem, trying to zone her out from the, jungle. Giving that space to respect to come back into the game. And I think, the two of the major players here, right, is of course our CC Anti, but which did an amazing job in trying to zone them out. At the same time, the mid game burst damage from IGN wasn't enough. Brian trying his best, but what can you do alone? Because we didn't see Dusty's Mizo, especially towards that late, last team fight. PG, Aiden came in. She was just melted down. That's how much heal and shield Kimi was providing.
That is true. That was quite a lot when you're talking about. Yet again, looks like Team IGN did it. Picks up the second win. The zoning coming in from both the teams, it was quite a lot. But Team IGN, they really got that advantage to themselves.
Well, yes, so I think we will be going for the third match right now as both the teams with a score of 1-1, and this is the best of three. So wait for us as we go into a short break, ladies and gentlemen.
Gentlemen, we are back again. The final game of the day, the best of three series that you guys were waiting for. Team ABM against Team God Girl Deepu, who will be the one victorious right here, taking a place in that finals. I'm Peter, your caster, and today, along with me, I have Asiya back. Hello, Asiya. How are you doing?
Hello, PG, and hello, everyone who is here to witness this match between God Girls Deepu and none other than the giants of the ML community right now, ABM. So, yeah, I am really excited for this match, PG, because this is going to be intense.
Definitely intense because we know that the God Girl Deepu are the ones who are the oldest players in this Indian ML community. They are going against with ABM, who have been dominating that global leaderboards, dominating these tournaments as well, and they have come back here at Legends Unleashed Season 3. With that, the bans are on. Quite understandable. These are the bans that you want to give. The Khalid, the Chip. Chip is a perma ban at this point, Asya.
Well, yes, absolutely, PG, because of course no one wants to deal with his ultimate, no one wants to deal with that annoying stun, which I believe is more annoying than his ultimate. But just look at that, they will be panning out a link along with the Matilda right there.
Oh, Matilda, we know that the Matilda with that alpha combo is quite strong, and God Girl Deepu, they are known to play these kind of heroes. So they are just closing off those opportunities for them already. But that Ling, that respect band to Ryu, quite on point coming in from Team God Girl Deepu. What are they going to pick? They have the first pick already, yes, yeah.
Well, they might go in for Phobius because Phobius is still open PG, but at the same time, just like you said, the Link was kind of a meta ban, but at the same time, he is a respect ban for Ryu. But will we be seeing Fanny as the first pick in this tournament?
Oh, quite strong, coming in aggressive, coming with a Fanny. That means the team ABM they could pick up heroes like a Kufra or maybe something else. Oh, wait a minute, they switch it off. They switch it off. They prioritize a Nathan quite early on. This means there was a lot of option left to ABM to pick it up. Now, a Fovius could come into the play, or maybe a Gatot Kacha, or maybe a Harat as well. And there we go, we got our Gatot Kacha pick as expected. Now they could pick up and had it. They could pick up something else, but Ryu goes in strong with the Alpha. They could pair it up with an Angela, I do believe, or an Arafela coming into the play. What are your thoughts on that, Asuya?
Well, of course they can, but at the same time, PG, I think the first pick Nathan is right there a respect denial for Radium because he does really well when it comes to a Nathan, when it comes to a Moscow and even a Harit. So I was kind of thinking that they might go in for a Harit, but instead they just try to deny that Nathan to them. But at the same time, just look at God Girl's Deepu composition right now, looking quite strong with the Lord of Saisi.
That's true. That's true. Looks like they were able to pick up that Carmilla quite strong, but again, that Valentina, the very much expected. Whenever you see a Aurora in your opponent, you know that the Valentina could come into the play because I'm you quite strong picking up those ultimates for yourself. There's a lot of ultimates other than the Aurora that I could speak of because of blood as well. You know that the linkage of the curse of blood is going to deal a lot of damage to this. Maybe they could pair it up with some heroes as well. The jungler is left though. What are they going to pick? Oh, but he's getting banned.
Well, just look at that, Peachy. They are already denying Radium for his signature Harit pick with that ban. At the same time, I have seen Abhi on a Valentina, and he is absolutely amazing. He does a really, really great job because he knows which ultimate to copy and when to copy and whom to use it on. So, yes, both the three
That
people
is
right now,
true.
even Ryu on an alpha will be doing amazing job, PG. And at the same time, one more thing which I want to say is Apex, if he gets Grog, because he is one of his signatures, I think they might be able to pull off the first game. What do you think?
Maybe a Grok could come into the very well as well, but looks like that the Alucard ban. I'm not sure where the Alucard ban is coming off, but let's just see again. Looks like the Jawhead was too close of that opportunity for Apex right there. Apex, he still have a plethora of tanks to pick up on. Maybe they could go for an Cobra, maybe. But again, a Mermaid left to pick up. Oh, Karina, quite an interesting choice.
Well, I do not think so that they will be going in for Karina because she has not been anywhere. Forget about the tournaments, but not even in the ranks right now. And yes, just look at that. They will be going in for a Nolan, one of the heroes who is quite fast with his jungle speed. So I think he can compete with an Alpha when it comes to the speed. But at the same time, Apex left with that one last pick. He will be going in for the Tigreal. Or what do you think, PG? Which both the drafts looking strong at this point, but still I would like to ask you that which draft do you prefer more here? Well, I think Peach's internet is quite bugging her right now, so she will be right back. Until then, I will be joining you, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are as we move on to the land of dawn. Do tell us which team do you support? Do tell us that which draft do you like more, or which looks to be stronger. And with this, I already told you that both the drafts for me are really, really great, but at the same time, I bet on that Radium with the Beatrix will be doing really good. And also, Abhi will be performing really well because Valentina has a lot of ultimates to copy, especially if the Curse of Blood connects onto a lot of people. It will be a meltdown for the side of God Girl Deepu, but we never know how this match plays off. So, Peachy, are you back?
Yes, I am back. I'm sorry I got disconnected, but again, I'm into the loading screen right now, so take it away, Asuya.
Well, for me too, it's just on the loading screen right now, and you know, I wouldn't like to say much, but at the same time, I'm really hoping to see those dive-in compositions coming from the side of Team ABM right now because they do have that
Hmm.
Kadut Kaja, and especially if Apex, pulls off a lot of ultimates that could, be a really game changer, the game maker or the game breaker, PG.
That's true. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are into the land of dawn. The first match between God Girl Deepu versus Team ABM. Who is going to get that victory? But the skirmish in the mid lane quite early on. Look at the concussive blood goes on to that Apex. Both tanks looking quite chipped off on onto their HP. Now, look at the rotation coming in, Asuya, from both the junglers as well.
Well, yes, but look at the board lane. Both junglers just trying to poke each other right now. Radium so far ahead, trying to deny those cold creeps to our Nathan. But at the same time, same thing happening in the top lane right there. Is I usually don't see a Joe being picked up in tournaments, and even if he is, it is the mid lane, sorry, the Rome PG. So, what do you think? Why did they go for an EXP lane on that Joe?
You know, for one reasons, you know that the Chow could give up that 1v1 possibilities, you know, with the way of dragon. You could just pop it off, take damage, give it to your teammates so that they could pick him off as well. That is what the situation it is for Tetsuya right now. Look at him. He was low in HP. Well, he had to force back a recall, get himself his HP, and come back to the battlefield now. The things are coming very close to the first blood as well as the turtle as well. Both the teams are looking kind of strong. They are aggressively zoning out each other.
Well, yes, PT, and at the same time, both the teams they have the junglers who are really good in the early game, especially with that alpha. And I really believe that the entire game will be kind of played out, most of it in the first 2 or 3 minutes of the game, where the jungler who is able to snowball will be taking the game away because for the late game, both of them have the marksman which will be spiking off in the late game.
That is true, but again, talking about and Nolan, you know that the Nolan has to get that early game snowball to retain himself in that game, and which would be possible if he gets some kills. You know, he was into the bot lane, but he's proceeding ahead to just farm his creeps and all the buffs that he is given to him right now. But again, Tetsuya into that bush. I mean, your mid lane skirmish might happen. I'm curious to know who is going to get that first blood because it's not happening yet.
Well, yes, because the God Girl Deepu decided to let go of the first turtle. Because
Uh
I think that's because of that Kadut Kacha, because Joe will be kind of losing out. But we do see that
huh.
Alpha Charge along with that Avatar of Guardian popping in. But Tetsuya just trying to defend. He looks to be in a really low HP. The Frost Breeze coming from Aurora will be just zoning them away for a while. Well, a lot of resources being wasted right there, but not a first blood yet, PG.
Oh, that's what it is killing me right now. Also, yeah, no first blood yet from any of the sides. Both the teams playing it very slow into the early game. They are just making a space for themselves to come up to get the damage as well. But look at Sunset right there. He already finished up his creeps. Now you know that he is going to come directly to help out his teammates. But on to the other hand, Apex, he is trying to zone out. He's trying to take those creeps away from Mermaid right there.
Well, yes, and now just look at this four-man army in the bot lane. I think Misery looking to be in a bad position, and the Curse of Blood, but Needham will just be using his ultimate to just retreat. And I think there was one more waste of resource, but no kills. Just look at that in the mid lane. The Sunset looking to be in a low HP has to retreat with his avatar of Garden right there.
I am still in disbelief that there was like a four-man gang on that Nathan, and yet no one was picked off. Like not even the Nathan, not even anyone from the side of Team ABM. But again, the turtle is up. Ryu looking ahead with his neutral objectives. He pops that turtle yet again. The Alpha starts coming into the mid lane. He misses it out, but there we go. There's just a small skirmish that you guys are seeing right now. But again, both the teams, it's we are almost coming up with the 5 minutes. Are they just not going to give any blood there?
Maybe they're looking for a quite peaceful solution for this tournament, PT, just like the world needs right now. No fighting, but just peaceful retaliation. But just look at that once again. Sunset using his ultimate to just move away. I mean, at this point, I think they just need to clear out the lanes because no one is killing anyone. It's just the minions who will be doing the violence.
That's true, that's true. But the Apex already in possession. The Derby, he might be able to get off. He has his flicker, he has his implosion. Maybe look at the Carmilla getting obliterated right there. The curse of blood coming in. That was like a one-man curse of blood onto that Apex, not much already. An early curse of blood that we are talking about. Again, I do believe that is a waste, though. It was popped very early.
Well, yes, but just look at them. ABM looking to take down the first tier turret from the mid lane, the most crucial first tier turret, if you ask me, because that's the one which opens up the map a lot. And yes, they
Oh,
will be doing that right now, BT. And one thing I'm kind of wondering right now is why is Kotkul Deepu not trying to take the wait. I think Radium in low HP, but he will just be retreating as Joe Boom will be the one on the chopping board right now with the Alpha Charge Ryu. But just look at that one man Curse of Blood once again, and look at that. The Joe getting taunted, but he will also be able to retreat. I mean, is it 0 for 0 still?
that's true. It's already 6 minutes into the game. Looks like Team ABM. They are all, and there we
Oh,
go. Apex getting that implosion that will be catching every single one. Sunset picking up a double kill right there. Finally, we got the first blood right into 6 minutes 30-second mark. Now this is looking great for Team ABM because they were in that lead with that neutral objectives from the mid taken off. But again, Ryu with that they go ahead with the last turtle. The turtle before the Lord will be coming. This means Team ABM they have that upper hand in neutral objectives. They might be the one going ahead with the early Lord as well.
well, it was the consecutive neutral objective for them at this point, and yet one more turret down from the hands of ABM right there. Like things are looking really one-sided, and I'm just like continuing what I was saying before. That why is God Girl Deepu, like their jungler just decided not to go for two of the turtles? Then why didn't they go to the opposite lane, trying to take out some neutral objective from the opposite side? But they aren't doing that either.
That's true. I feel like they should really play around that Nathan, who is the saving grace for the late game. But again, he is getting ganked right now. Entropy being used. Not much. Looks like Apex did not get that window of opportunity. Backs off. For now, he's just going to give up the vision. He does have his implosion. He does have his flicker as well. Know that the Chow is there to help him out as well. But there we go. Radium pops off that turret yet again. The third turret going into the hands of Team ABM. But Carmilla looking in trouble. The killing spree picked up by Sunset right there. That was like a 1v1 situation that you're talking about. And the Nolan, the jungler for God Girl Deepu, fallen down just into the hands of EXP Laners. Not a good trade, not a good trade. But again, they are losing a lot of gold right now.
Well, yes, they're losing gold, they're losing kills, they're losing the neutral objectives, they're losing the turrets, and Apex going in once again. And
Oh,
look at that
oh,
implosion along with the curse of blood. It will be like literally a disaster for them. The ultimate from Aurora coming in way too late to save anyone. All of them just getting obliterated with one ult, and Nate and Nolan, only the two survivors. Things are not looking good for them as they are just kind of boxed inside their pace right now, PG.
it's just 8 minutes. You're given a score of 0 to 6. Looks like Nolan was able to capitalize a turret right there on point. Now, Team Goth Deepu, they are very far behind. They have accumulated a 8,000 gold gap already under 8 minutes. Not a good sign. Now, their only saving grace is a Nathan, the Carmilla, and as well as the Aurora. They would be, if they could synergize well, if they could actually make a very good curse of blood along with the frigid glacier, and to top it all, that the Nathan coming in with the entropy. I know that they could pull it off, but both the teams looking in strong this time. Team ABM having that domination on their side. Again, Apex. Look at that, the conceal play coming in.
Well, yes, but it looks like the second tier turret will also be taken down from the side of ABM. But this time, God Girl Deepu did decide to trade that lot with the first tier turret from the top lane. But look at the sniper connecting on to that Aurora right there, and people are still looking to be in a crowd. I think they should be careful as Apex making their way in. Two curses of blood connecting on to one people each. But look at the top lane once again. Mermaid looking to be in a really low HP as he is assaulted by Ryu as well as Sunset. Well, and the Lord also marching down the mid lane. PG, do you think they'll be able to defend?
They might be able to defend, but let's just see what will happen, because they do have the turret pass. So to look at the Lord marching in, they might be able, Team ABM might be able to get that mid lane turret, and yes, they do. The Lord already marching in. Oh, there we go. Nolan trying with the fractures, trying to pop it off, trying to drag the Lord so that it does not enter the crystal. A good move coming in from Team Godgul Deepu, but Team ABM, they're already into the turret. 50% of the crystal already popped. Will this be the end of Godgul Deepu? Look at that. The turret going down, and Team ABM wins up the first game.
Well, nothing much to say. It was an utter domination from the side of ABM. It was like one by one, everything got taken away from Godkill, Deepu, their kills, their goal lead, which was ever increasing, the turrets, and they kind of got boxed in. And in the end, with one Lord, just required the first Lord to finish off the entire game. And, well, Pichi, I think, if they had a better EXP laner, because Chow wasn't able to do much. What do you think?
That is true. Chow went for a tanky build. Understandable. He was losing up a lane. He was losing up a lot of team. I mean, his team was losing up a lot of gold as well. So he tried to go in, but that 1v1 pick off, like the one pick off that we were expecting, was not there. But again, since this is the best of three series, Team God Girl Deepu again have a chance to make a comeback, or will it be a clean sweep coming in from Team ABM? Do we need a break, Asuya?
Well, I don't think so. Both the teams look to be ready. And it was a
Okay,
short game after all, so we might just go to the second game.
let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Asuya does not want to break. She is all ready for the game too as well.
Well, try time is precious, PG. We all need it. We need to save our time.
That's true. That's true. Ladies and gentlemen, the second match. This would be between Team ABM versus Team God Girl Deepu. And to give you a little recap, Team ABM won out the first match with a score of 0-7. I do believe that that's like the most earliest game that they finished right here today. And with that, we are proceeding ahead with the second match. This is your host Peachy, and along with me, I have Asia. Hello, Asia. Welcome back. How are you feeling? Even though we did not need a break, but looks like someone gave us a break.
Yeah, yes, PG, I think people, you shouldn't lose hope on humanity right now because considering our health and considering that we might be tired, we did get that break. I am definitely not making up any excuses, I swear. And with that, moving on to the ban speechy, just look at that. This time, Aurora has been banned from the side of God Girl Deepu because um they did pick her up in the last game, and she was really resourceful, really useful, and I really loved how she was using, her skills, always freezing at least two or three people at once. But unfortunately, people couldn't follow up because she was, everyone was already dead.
Ah, that's true. That's true. Also Apex coming up with the conceal as with the flicker and the implosion. The sets were quite beautiful as well. It was just because of Apex that they were able to capitalize a lot of kills right there, coming into the team fights. But again, Sunset as well, the Gatot Kacha, I do believe that they need to ban the Gatot Kacha, and they do ban the Gatot Kacha right there. This means, okay, Zushin was open and Abhi goes in. First pick, no seconds wasted on that Zushin.
Well, she will be really, really annoying if you ask me, because right from level 1, she has those two instances of CC, which is extremely important when it comes to securing, kills in the early game. That's how useful she is. Plus, when they removed her mana, she can just spam her skills, so no problem at all.
That is true. That is true. But again, look at that God Deepu. Jabom was able to get that high loss. Probably going for an EXP lane. I am not too sure, but an EXP lane, the high loss would really work well though. But again, what will Tetsuya pick? I believe he was playing that EXP into the last game, right?
I really didn't pay attention, but at the same time, I hope that they would pick up a Matilda because Hylas, along with the Matilda, comes out really, really strong. But just look at that. They took up a Vexana, even though, the other side already had a mage, and they gave out a Phobius and a Ling, Peachy, Ling to Ryu.
Okay. Ryu got a signature pick. Now it is looking strong. Ling was not in the first phase. Now Team God Girl Deepu, they could pick up few of the heroes that could be actually countering the Ling. Maybe they could go in for an alpha. I don't see the alpha getting banned. Maybe it looks like Team God Girl Deepu would be getting that now. Misery picks up the Harriet. Radium, he has to counter it. Will he be picking up a Ruby? I'm not sure, but maybe he could go in for a Ruby gold lane, or I'm looking at a Beatrix as well. What are your thoughts on that, Asia?
Well, he can even go in for Nate and PJ. And yes, he
Oh,
can even go for Moscow. He can go for Beatrix. A lot of options right there. But at the same time, look at that. God Girl Deepu kind of targeting Apex right now since they banned out that Tigreal as and also the Grog. But instead, I think Apex might even go for a Jawhead because he like that's one of his signature pick. But at the same time, just like you said, the Harriet has been taken up by Misery to deny it to Radium. So, but Radium does have a lot of option, but at the same time, why did they give away a Phobius is my question.
Oh, Focus is going to create a lot of problem though with the infernal evil. Every single time he gets that stacks on, he is going to jump the NBA star of our MLB. Sorry, Mobile Legends 5v5. There we go. Looks like Chow will be coming into the play again. Maybe this time as the Roam. I do believe so because a Roam Chow is much more better. If you want to play under the EXP, you can. But again, you need to see your opponents as well, right? So that's where Team God Girl Deepu really needs to cover that up. But I'm hoping this will be the Rome Chow this time.
Well, I literally believe that this will be a Rome show. And if he works out well, it's a really great pick here, PJ, because he can just pick off that Api on that Sushin. He can pick off that Ling, because Ling is such a mobile hero. You need something who can catch him, who can pin him down, and Cho is one of those options right there. I truly believe. But at the same time, Apex, instead of going for a Jawhead, he has gone in for a Rupee. And Void will be taking up that Bane as the last jungler from the side of God Girl Deepu. So, PG, I was really thinking a lot of marksmen exist, but Bruno was the last option I was gonna imagine Radium on.
Oh, that's right, that's right. We were talking about a Nathan or maybe a Beatrix coming into the play, but that was not there. But Bruno as well works very good. But Team God Goku, they really need to gank up the goal lane. They really need to focus onto that. Bruno shut him down right from the first minute. And again, looks like we have a Rome. We don't have a Rome Chow this time. We look Jabom is on to that Rome coming up with a high loss. Looks like they have picked a Ruby against a high loss. You know that the high loss is going to deal damage with the Thunderbelt and the Ring of Punishment, and the Sustain Queen will be there to deal a lot of damage. Now, Apex can do the flicker. I am offended combo as well. There's a lot of these, but the Link has to play it safe, don't you think so?
Well, I think he does need to, but at the same time, the team is there to support. And I did see in the last game, God Girl Deepu not being pretty aggressive, so I do not think that Ryu's jungle will be in any of the jeopardy right now. Just look at that mermaid help me, and Misery also take secure that blue buff right now. But at the same time, I was really hoping for some, early blood from the side of Apex, because they do have that Zushin already doing so much CC. Just look at that. Well, I think PG is not here, but yes, just look it up. He's trying to dish out those CC once again on the Chobom, but Hylos is kind of tanky. You cannot take him down that easily, but he is so annoying there. Oh my god, he looks to be in really low HP, and this will be the first blood taken by Apex as Ruby comes, rotates. Oh my god, I mean, I was really not expecting Hylos to be the first blood there, PG.
Oh, the high loss pick off quite strong. I have seen Jabon play and he plays it quite aggressively. Maybe he got punished for that.
Well, yes, peachy, and at the same time, I, was really hoping to see the Joe as the Rome instead of the Hylos, but they decide to do the opposite instead. And right now, Sunset is just dominating that Joe because, literally, he's kind of a counter for that Joe because Joe dashes so much and his passive will just be reset. At the same time, I do see Bane in a really low HP. Just look at that Tempest of Sword has already been used up by Ryu, but a mermaid just able to defend himself. He's kind of safe right now, and as the first turtle spawns, I think they will just be looking to, get to the level 4 right now, take their buffs, and prepare for an assault.
Maybe they could do that. But again, also, yeah, I'm in the loading screen right now. I'm sorry about that. I will be back in few seconds.
It's okay, it's okay. I mean, Apex looking to be low, he will be forced to retreat, but let's look at LP. He has created that zone where no one, it's kind of a no man's land. And at the same time, not much is happening right now. Both the mages is trying to be at level 4, but I see Joe in the mid lane really be trying to pick off that Abhi. And look at that flicker around the way of the dragon connecting. Look at that. Oh my god, Vexana following up along with Mermaid. Abhi has been taken down, the most important member right there, but so joining in. Oh my god! And at the same time, look at that Hylos running towards our Phobias. Phobias trying to poke, but nothing much is happening as both the teams still taking that buff, right? Starting that turtle, and Jabom providing that vision which is necessary right there. And not much is happening right now, but I think, Peachy, are you back?
Oh, okay. Yes, I am back. I'm finally loaded into the game. But look at that. I think this was the first turtle going into the hands of. Okay, looks like Ryu was able to get that, but he lost his life in that process.
Yes, absolutely. And just look at Joe Boom. He will be retreating in 1 HP. Meanwhile, Bane has also been taken down by Abhi, who came in late because he was kind of taken down by a three-man assault right in that lane. And look at that Misery looking in really misery right now as Apex is joining in. The Salmon Force has been popped up. Apex looking to their 1 HP. He will be taken down by Misery instead. Oh my god. That was quite an overextension, and Bruno doesn't have enough damage right now.
That is true, but again, Ruby was taking up a lot of damage from the turret. Another reason that she was taken down easily. But look at the skirmish going on. Abhi is trying to get the lantern flash tracks onto that Jabom. All was there, but wasn't able to pick up. Now they are playing it aggressively. A 2 for 3 score. You're talking about the gold difference going into the hands of Team ABM right now. They are playing it out quite aggressively. They know that they could play aggressively. They are just making those plays again. Link farming up, even Bruno. Oh, sorry, not the Bruno, but the Bane farming up. The Bane has a power spike around for the mid game to the late game. He is going to pop up a lot of damage coming in from his cannons. It will be very, very deadly as well. Now, the ultimate as well, it is going to be very beneficial for him in in a tight spot where he's stuck there into the team fights. But again, looks like team uh Goth Deepu, they are looking for some skirmish. The way of dragon onto that apex will be taken down. It looks like Tetsuya was able to get that kill.
Well, this time Joe is doing an amazing job with the pickups. And look at that, Abhi cornered 1 versus 5 assault onto him. I think he will be taken down along with that mid lane turret. This time, God Kultipu will be the people who will be clearing out the map for themselves. And Ryu joining in. Moba is dishing out some damage. Ryu just going away, looking for that one opportunity. But it is once again a 5-man assault onto our Sunset will be taken down, so I think this time it will be a turtle secured by Kotkal Deepu. And just look at that way of dragon coming in once again onto Ryu. Ryu has been taken down. Oh my god, PG.
What a way of dragon coming in from Tetsuya. Like it like continues. I was like, where is the cooldown for the Chow? And he popped it like few seconds ago. But again, looks like Team God Deepu. They are dominating their Team ABM right now. 2 for 7 score right into six.
Oh,
This looks quite opposite, but Abhi in a very wrong position tries to go back. The Crimson Beacon is there, along with Ryu entering the battlefield with the Tempest of Blaze. Was able to pick off Jabom. Now they have to go back. Now they have to farm it up. Team ABM, the goal difference is quite there, a few thousand difference, but again, they would be able to do it right. Oh,
well, I think they can, but do you see that Joe always locking down onto that Abby, even when she was in the low HP right there? He went there
uh-huh.
trying to use her skills onto her, but of course he couldn't. Somehow Ryu just reached there on time and he kind of saved up. But at the same time, just look at that Joe once again in the enemy jungle, trying to get that vision, trying to get Abby down. And at the same time, I really love how this time Gotkal Deepu, 3 or 4 other people are going in together and Sunset also clearing out that mid lane. But this time, the macro gameplay coming from the side of God Deepu is quite amazing because they have taken down 2 of the turrets, and even if one of the turret has already been taken down, it's kind of mid. Just look at that once again. Sunset in a low position. He will be using his ultimate. He's jumping around, but of course, once again, 1 versus 4. Of course, Phobius will be the one taking that life away. One more turret down for God Deepu, but at the same time, just look at the top lane near the red buff. Link is getting targeted by Arjun. Ryu just moving away because he doesn't have his blue buff right now. He is low on energy. He will be retreating, but he will be taken haunted by Joe. Will Joe be able to secure that blood? But no, I am speaking too much peachy. But just look at the bot lane now.
Oh, the bot lane. Abhi trying to get off in a very good position. His positioning was very well. He was able to, get away from that situation that the Zaman force as well as the glorious pathway coming in as well. But again, look at that Cutie in possession right now. He might be at another way of dragon, and yes, he did order that Phobius. The deadly catch coming here, the giving up knockups. Looks like killing spree will be picked up by Misery. Another kill into the hands of Tetsuya team. God Galdeepu, they are moving forward right now. They are trying to chase them down. The Eternal Guard is also there. There's a lot of damage coming in from Vixana as well.
Well, I think this is kind of snowballing right now, especially because the team Goth Girl Deepu, they are kind of sticking together. At the same time, once again, just look at our Joe. He's kind of haunting Ryu at this point. He is wherever Ryu is. Um, I was kind of gonna say a joke, but let's not. They're made for each other, Peachy.
Off screen we could do that, but again, coming back to the game, you're right about that, Tetsuya always around that Ryu, making sure that they are not getting farmed, making sure that they are not getting a gank as well. Look at that, the vision that the Abhi is able to provide. She is trying to get a flare onto them as well. Maybe she's baiting it out, maybe.
Oh, she successfully is able to do that as she uses her ultimate to just blink away from that nick of time right there, Peachy. And both things, both the teams looking even right now, although Kotkal Deepu is slightly on the upper hand when it comes to the core, but they are just looking for those, pickoffs here and there, especially Joe playing a really important part because he is using his way of the dragon, and then it's 1 versus 5 onto one person. How long can you survive?
That is true, but again, there's a lot of CC coming in from Godgal Deepu, the Way of Dragon, the Deadly Catch. But look at that, Jabba charging in with the glorious path with a Deadly Catch already taking up Ryu's blue. Now, the okay, a good catch coming in from Ruby will be able to take that kill, but Ryu will be taking out a double kill into the hands of Misery yet again, but Radium, another double kill picked up. What a game coming in! Looks like the Radium is able to get a 360 turn already, and they are already focusing on that Lord.
Well, but it kind of turned 180-degree because there was a slight gap in communication right there. Because Joe did an amazing job. He used his flicker to kick out that Uppy once more because, of course, he is trying to shut her down. But then the team wasn't ready. The follow up was late, and as a result, there was a lot of waste of resources. And Apex just capitalized on it, used an I'm of it, and on to 5 people. So yeah, a lot of wasted right there, and as a result, the thing just went 180-degree right there, and right now they will be taking that lord as it marches from the mid lane.
Oh, the Lord is coming up, the level 1 Lord that you're talking about. Now, Team Godgal Deepu, look at that. They are doing the same. That early killing of Lord, they want to get that Lord already down because the minions are pouring in. Now, you know that the minions are going to get in a very larger size and not the smaller size that you usually receive in that game. But again, he was able to capitalize that neutral objectives. 5 turrets already down. This is looking equal, but Misery, on the other hand, he was able to get a kill. Radium goes down. Now the Crimson Beacon already, they're coming in from Zushin will be having a successful escape, but will it be the case? Because that cutie trying to get a way of dragon, but his target is not Phobius. His target is Zushin or the Ryu. They are just waiting it out. Look at them trying to go in. The
Oh,
retribution already coming in. They are already into the deadly catch. Will be taken down. The Harrod will be taking down the Phobius right there. That was like a one for sorry 0 for 1 trade.
well, yes, absolutely, because Ryu was also trying to. But wait a second. The Tempest to Blade has been deployed. Bane, Mermaid will be taken down as he was the one who was soloing left alone, moving from the mid lane. So, yes, this is something you must never do in a tournament when it's a 5 versus 5. Moving alone solo is a death sentence, PJ. Oh,
That
but
is
still, look
true.
at that, look at that. That cutie again trying to use the way of dragon onto her P, but he will still be able to retreat at the same time. That cutie receiving a lot of damage. I think he's just look at that his Thunderbelt along with that Athena and the anti-heal dominance coming from him. No wonder he can sustain a lot.
That is true. They need that domise. They need that a lot of. They need a Thunderbird as well. Tetsuya is able to get a lot of kills right because of that Thunderbird. Now again, the Lord will be marching. Will be coming up in 20 seconds. Both the teams really have to get that one pick off to set the game to get that Lord. Now, who will it be? Both the teams already in possession, but looks like Team Goth Girl Deepu, they
Oh,
don't want the control. Oh, mid lane, look at that. The glorious pathway coming in. Looks like Bruno would be chased. Okay, maybe they are trying to get in, but that cutie looking very low right now. The Harriet with the Zaman Force, the deadly cats is already there. Now the shutdown onto that misery there. Three members already down from Team Godgol Depot, and that is okay. Four members already down, and Jabom walks free.
well, this is what Ryu needs to do after all, because he can just take those low HP, and of course, our Vexana as well as the Chow were in low HP, and now I think Jabom will not be able to escape as it is 1 versus 5 onto them right now. They do not even need the Lord, as I think they will be looking to mark that pace, but they do not. Just one minion is enough because they will be looking to take the second game to the name. A clean sweep from the side of ABM. What a performance! What a 180-degree turn, PG.
That is true. What a game coming in from Team APM. The a clean sweep already. That looks like Abhi was able to get the MVP. Now, even though Tetsuya was already there behind that Zushin, already behind the Ling as well, yet they were not able to kill that Zushin.
Well, PG, I think it all comes down to those two major instances of the gank where, Joe did initiate pretty well, kicking a P onto, their side, but the follow up was late. And the same thing happened towards the late game too, where Joe was kind of in the front and he was looking to be in a low HP, and then suddenly the team wasn't ready. Godkal Deepu wasn't ready, but they had to use up all the resources to save that one Joe, and as a result, uh, both of these people who were quite in the low HP were just taken down by Ryu. And they should have been careful about it because Link has that mobility. If he's already not shut down, he will be doing that, capitalizing in all those skills. So yeah, at the same time, we did see how much focus sustained in that last fight. I did see him doing that 1 versus 5 between the 5 people. So yeah, just a short mistake, a small mistake can make you lose the entire game, PJ.
That is true, and that is what happened. And with that, we will be right back to maybe tomorrow. I believe this is the last game of the day.
Well, I think it is, PG. So I think, but
Oh,
anyway, we will be going for a break right now.